In the shadows of our world, there are creatures so small you could overlook them, yet within their veins flows death itself. They don't roar, they don't chase, they wait. And one touch, one sting, one drop of venom is all it takes to end a life. For centuries, humanity has feared the great predators, lions, crocodiles, sharks. But few realize that some of the deadliest killers are silent, delicate, and deceptively beautiful. Their weapons are invisible, their strikes unseen, and their victims rarely stand a chance. From the depths of the ocean to the dense jungles and barren deserts, these venomous beings rule their domains with a single, terrifying truth. Power doesn't always come with size. In nature's cruel design, the smallest often hold the most devastating force. Each one of these creatures carries a toxin so precise, so efficient, it can shut down the body in seconds, blinding, paralyzing, or stopping the heart altogether. Their chemistry is a masterpiece of evolution, perfected over millions of years to ensure one thing: survival through lethal precision. So brace yourself, because tonight we uncover the top 10 most venomous animals on Earth, small, silent, and lethal. This is the hidden world of nature's tiniest assassins, and the nightmare that lies beneath their fragile beauty. 10. Blue-ringed octopus. It's small enough to sit in the palm of your hand. Yet within this fragile creature flows one of nature's most terrifying poisons. The blue-ringed octopus lives hidden among coral reefs and tide pools across Australia, Indonesia, and the Pacific Ocean. Its golden body shimmers with neon blue rings that flash like warning lights when it feels threatened, a hauntingly beautiful signal that death is close. It doesn't attack humans by choice, but one careless move, one touch mistaken for curiosity, can end in tragedy. The secret behind its lethal power lies in a toxin called tetrodotoxin, the same deadly compound found in pufferfish. A single dose is enough to kill 26 adult humans within minutes. It doesn't cause pain or bleeding. Instead, it shuts the body down from the inside. The victim remains completely conscious, while muscles stop responding, lungs collapse, and the heart slows to stillness. Victims often describe it as being trapped inside their own body, aware but unable to move or scream. There is no antidote, only hope for rapid medical intervention and artificial respiration until the toxin fades. Despite its terrifying potential, the blue-ringed octopus is not aggressive. It prefers solitude, feeding on small crabs and shrimp, using its venom to paralyze prey before sucking out the flesh. Its peaceful behavior makes it even more deceptive. People often mistake it for a harmless shell or a toy-like sea creature. In 2008, a diver in Sydney barely survived after picking one up by accident, paralyzed within minutes, but saved through hours of mechanical ventilation. Scientists continue to study its venom, not to find new ways to kill, but to understand how it could revolutionize medicine, possibly leading to new forms of anesthesia or pain control. In a strange twist of irony, something so deadly could one day save lives. 9. Inland taipan, the fierce snake. Deep in the remote deserts of Australia slithers a creature that perfectly embodies silent death, the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake. It's not the largest, the fastest, or the most aggressive snake in the world, yet it holds a terrifying record. Its venom is the most toxic of any land snake known to science. One bite contains enough poison to kill over 100 fully grown men. And unlike most venomous snakes, the taipan doesn't strike wildly. It delivers its venom with precision, injecting multiple doses in a single attack. The venom is a lethal cocktail of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins, working together to destroy the body from within. Within minutes, the victim's nervous system begins to fail, blood fails to clot, and internal organs begin shutting down. Without treatment, death can occur in under an hour. Yet, astonishingly, there has never been a confirmed fatality from a wild inland taipan bite, not because it's harmless, but because this elusive snake avoids humans at all costs. It lives in desolate, uninhabited regions, hiding in cracks and burrows, emerging only to hunt small mammals under the harsh desert sun. In captivity, even expert handlers approach the taipan with extreme caution. Its temperament is calm, almost eerily composed, But when cornered, it becomes a blur of precision, striking with lightning speed. Scientists have studied its venom to develop powerful antivenoms and to understand how such complex biochemistry evolved in isolation. Its potency isn't a mistake of nature. Its perfection honed over millennia. The inland taipan's venom acts not out of cruelty, but as a masterpiece of evolutionary efficiency, designed to kill quickly, without struggle, ensuring survival in one of Earth's most unforgiving environments. 8-cone snail. It looks harmless, even beautiful, like a delicate seashell you might pick up while walking along a tropical beach. But inside this shell lurks a slow, patient assassin. The cone snail, found in the warm waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, is one of the most deceptively dangerous creatures on the planet. There are more than 800 species, each armed with a tiny, harpoon-like tooth capable of delivering a dose of venom so potent it can kill a human within minutes. And the worst part? You'll never see it coming. The snail doesn't chase its victims, it ambushes them. When prey swims too close, the cone snail fires a microscopic dart faster than a bullet, injecting a deadly cocktail of toxins known as toxins. These toxins attack the nervous system instantly, causing paralysis, respiratory failure, and cardiac arrest. There is no antidote. Victims often describe feeling a strange numbness that spreads through the body, followed by dizziness and blurred vision before their muscles stop responding entirely. What begins as curiosity, a person picking up a pretty shell, can turn into their final mistake. For this reason, locals often warn, if it's beautiful, don't touch it. The venom of the cone snail is so complex that scientists call it a chemical weapon lab in a shell. Yet, within its darkness lies a spark of hope. Researchers are using it to develop revolutionary painkillers that are thousands of times stronger than morphine, without the risk of addiction. Ironically, the same venom that kills could one day end human suffering. But that doesn't change the truth of the present. A single sting from a cone snail, even smaller than your thumb, can silence life before you even realize you've been hit. 7. Stonefish. Camouflaged perfectly against the ocean floor, the stonefish is nature's cruel trick on anyone who dares to step where they shouldn't. Found across the Indo-Pacific and the Great Barrier Reef, it looks exactly like a rock, motionless, covered in algae, blending seamlessly with the sand. But beneath its rough, lifeless surface lie 13 spines connected to venom glands capable of delivering one of the most agonizing experiences known to man. Fishermen call it the pain that makes you beg for death. The venom of the stonefish is both neurotoxic and cardiotoxic, attacking nerves and the heart simultaneously. Within seconds of being stung, victims feel excruciating pain spreading through their leg or foot, followed by swelling, nausea, and difficulty breathing. The pain is said to be so intense that people have lost consciousness or begged doctors to amputate the affected limb. If untreated, the venom can cause paralysis, tissue necrosis, and death within a few hours. Even after surviving, many victims suffer permanent nerve damage or scars as a reminder of what hides beneath the waves. Yet, for all its danger, the stonefish isn't a monster. It's a master of survival. It doesn't hunt humans, nor does it chase prey. It waits, still as a corpse, until a small fish comes close enough. Then, in less than a blink, it strikes, swallowing its prey whole before returning to its stony disguise. Divers often call it the silent ghost of the reef. In some coastal regions, hospitals even keep antivenom ready specifically for stonefish injuries, proof of how common and deadly these encounters can be. What makes the stonefish truly terrifying is not just its power, but its invisibility. You could step on death itself and never even see it. 6. Brazilian wandering spider. It moves silently through the night, fast, aggressive, and unpredictably deadly. The Brazilian wandering spider, also known as the banana spider, is often found hiding in dark corners, piles of clothes, or even inside shipments of fruit. Native to South and Central America, this spider doesn't build webs like most of its kind. Instead, it roams the jungle floor and sometimes human homes, hunting for prey. Its long legs, menacing stance, and lightning-fast strikes make it one of the most feared arachnids on the planet. But it's not the spider's appearance that kills, it's what lies in its bite. Its venom is a brutal blend of neurotoxins that attack the human nervous system within seconds. Victims experience searing pain, muscle paralysis, and loss of control over bodily functions. In severe cases, breathing stops entirely. Ironically, the venom also causes intense priapism, a prolonged, painful erection that can last for hours before leading to death. This bizarre side effect has made it the focus of medical research, as scientists explore how its venom could one day treat erectile dysfunction. Yet, for those who encounter the spider in the wild, it's no scientific curiosity. It's a nightmare wrapped in fur. Unlike most venomous creatures that avoid humans, the Brazilian wandering spider is notoriously aggressive. It will rear up on its hind legs, exposing its fangs and red jaws, ready to strike if provoked. In densely populated cities like Sao Paulo, encounters are not rare. One spider was famously found inside a supermarket banana crate, sending workers fleeing in panic. The good news: modern antivenoms have made fatalities rare. The bad news: the pain remains indescribable, a searing reminder that some monsters don't need to be large to inspire terror. 5. Deathstalker Scorpion. Beneath the burning sands of North Africa and the Middle East crawls a creature that lives up to its chilling name, the Deathstalker Scorpion. Its pale yellow body glows eerily under ultraviolet light, like something from another world. But this creature is very real, and its sting delivers one of the most dangerous venoms known to any scorpion species. Unlike other predators that rely on strength or stealth, the Deathstalker's weapon is chemistry, a syringe of pain designed by millions of years of evolution. Its venom contains a deadly mix of neurotoxins that target the human nervous system with frightening precision. Within moments of being stung, victims feel an intense burning sensation spreading through their body, followed by convulsions, vomiting, and, in severe cases, pulmonary edema, a buildup of fluid in the lungs that can cause death by suffocation. Children and the elderly are especially at risk, as their smaller bodies succumb to the toxin much faster. For centuries, its sting has inspired both superstition and fear in desert communities, a reminder that even in the silence of the dunes, danger lurks just beneath the sand. But what makes the Deathstalker truly fascinating is how its venom has become a tool for science. Researchers have discovered that small components of its toxins can be used to detect cancer cells and deliver targeted treatments directly to tumors. In laboratories, what was once a symbol of death is now being turned into a weapon for healing. Still, when night falls and the scorpion emerges from the sand, glowing faintly in the moonlight, its reputation as a living embodiment of lethal grace remains unchallenged. It is proof that nature's most dangerous creations often hide their brilliance within their brutality. 4. Box jellyfish. Floating silently through the turquoise waters of the Pacific and Indian Oceans, the box jellyfish looks like a fragile, translucent ghost, almost invisible beneath the waves. But this ghost kills. With tentacles stretching up to 10 feet long and lined with thousands of venom-filled cells called nematocysts, this delicate creature is responsible for more deaths in Australia than sharks, crocodiles, and snakes combined. It doesn't hunt out of rage or hunger. It simply drifts, waiting for contact. And when a swimmer brushes against its tentacles, death comes almost instantly. The venom of the box jellyfish is a biochemical masterpiece of agony. It attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin cells all at once. Victims experience excruciating pain described as being burned alive, followed by heart failure or drowning from shock. The venom is so powerful it can stop the heart in under 5 minutes. Survivors often bear whip-like scars for life, etched into their skin by the jellyfish's invisible tentacles. Even a small brush can trigger a fatal reaction, and in some cases, people have died before reaching the shore. But beneath this horror lies a strange beauty. The box jellyfish doesn't attack. It floats through the water like a translucent crown, hunting small fish and crustaceans with deadly precision. Scientists have been racing to understand its venom to develop better antivenoms and even potential cures for heart disease. Yet, its mystery endures. Divers often call it the angel of death, a creature so delicate that it disappears under sunlight, striking only when it's too late to see. The ocean hides many monsters, but few are as elegant or as merciless as the box jellyfish. 3. King Cobra. In the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, a shadow moves with quiet majesty. The king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, can grow over 18 feet long, raising 1/3 of its body high enough to stare a grown man straight in the eyes. It doesn't rely on surprise or chaos. The king cobra is deliberate, intelligent, and eerily calm, a hunter that kills with both power and purpose. When it spreads its hood and hisses, the forest itself seems to hold its breath. One bite from the king cobra can inject enough venom to kill 20 people or bring down a full-grown elephant. Its toxin is a potent neurotoxin that shuts down communication between the brain and the body, leading to respiratory failure and cardiac arrest. Victims often feel dizziness, blurred vision, and paralysis within minutes. Yet, what sets this serpent apart is not just its venom, but its behavior. Unlike most snakes, the king cobra doesn't strike out of fear. It gives warnings, standing tall and watching, almost as if measuring its opponent's fate. In the wild, it feeds mostly on other snakes, including venomous ones. Its name isn't just symbolic, it's a literal ruler of the serpent kingdom. In some cultures, it's revered as sacred, a divine guardian of the forest. In others, it's feared as a spirit of death. Even more astonishing, the king cobra is the only snake known to build a nest for its eggs, fiercely guarding them until they hatch, a terrifying yet strangely noble display of parental care. Whether feared or worshipped, the king cobra remains a symbol of nature's most elegant balance between beauty and danger. One glance into its golden eyes is enough to understand this is not just a snake, it's a living legend, forged by venom and crowned in silence. 2. Pufferfish fugu. At first glance, it seems harmless, even adorable. The pufferfish, with its wide eyes and puffed balloon-like body, looks more like a cartoon character than one of the deadliest animals on Earth. Found in tropical and subtropical waters across the globe, this strange little fish hides a lethal secret beneath its innocent appearance. Inside its organs, skin, and even its bones lies tetrodotoxin, the same deadly substance found in the blue-ringed octopus, but in much higher concentration. A single pufferfish carries enough poison to kill 30 adult humans. There is no antidote. When ingested, tetrodotoxin shuts down the nervous system in a silent, merciless sequence. The victim remains fully conscious as numbness spreads across the body, muscles stiffen, and breathing slows to a stop. Death usually follows by suffocation, while the mind remains terrifyingly aware of what's happening. The toxin is 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide, and just 2 milligrams, less than a grain of salt, can end a life. Yet, despite its danger, the pufferfish is considered a luxury delicacy in Japan, where trained chefs prepare it as fugu. One wrong slice of the knife, one microscopic trace of poison left behind, and the meal becomes a death sentence. Still, people pay hundreds of dollars for the thrill, the forbidden taste that flirts with death. In ancient Japan, samurai warriors were said to eat fugu before battle, believing that facing its poison proved fearlessness before the gods. Even today, despite strict regulations and licensed chefs, people die every year from improperly prepared pufferfish. The irony is haunting. What kills so easily also represents elegance, courage, and the razor-thin line between life and death. The pufferfish doesn't attack, it merely exists, and in doing so, reminds us that the most dangerous things in life often hide behind a smile. 1. Poison dart frog. Deep in the rainforests of Central and South America, tiny jewels leap among the leaves, glowing in electric shades of blue, yellow, orange, and red. They're beautiful, hypnotic, and barely the size of a paperclip. But behind their vibrant colors lies the most potent warning in the natural world. I am death. These are the poison dart frogs, and drop for drop, they are the most venomous creatures on Earth. Their skin secretes batrachotoxin, a chemical so powerful that even touching them can be fatal. This toxin prevents nerves from transmitting signals, causing muscles, including the heart, to stop working entirely. A single frog contains enough poison to kill 10 to 20 humans or thousands of smaller animals. Indigenous tribes once used a frog's venom to coat their blowgun darts, capable of bringing down prey instantly, hence the creature's deadly name. Unlike snakes or spiders, the poison dart frog doesn't bite or sting. It kills by mere contact, a living paradox of beauty and death. What makes them even more mysterious is how they obtain their power. In captivity, these frogs lose their toxicity entirely, because their poison comes from the diet of specific insects found only in the wild. Without those insects, they become harmless. This means their venom isn't just a product of evolution, but of ecology, a dark alliance between predator and prey. Scientists are studying this relationship to uncover new medical possibilities, such as painkillers stronger than morphine or heart medications, with unprecedented precision. But no matter how much we learn, one truth remains unshaken. In the balance between life and death, nature often chooses elegance over mercy. The poison dart frog is living proof. It doesn't chase, it doesn't roar, it doesn't even fight. It simply exists, glowing like a gem, killing like a god. In its fragile body lies enough power to humble every predator on Earth. And as the rainforest hums around it, this tiny, radiant assassin reigns in silence, the deadliest creature alive. So, did you ever imagine that some of Earth's smallest creatures could hold the power to kill giants? That behind beauty, color, and silence lurks death itself? These aren't monsters from myths. They live among us, hiding in the sand, in the sea, and even in the trees above your head. The truth is, nature's darkest secrets aren't always the loudest. Sometimes they whisper. And what we've uncovered tonight is only a glimpse into the world's hidden killers. Because somewhere out there, another creature is waiting to be discovered, one that could be even deadlier than all of these combined. This was just one secret. In the next episode, we'll dive even deeper into mysteries far more disturbing, stories that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the natural world, and maybe even about life itself.